Hey, welcome to another one synth song. This one I decided to record because I was selling the synth and I knew I would sort of miss it and I wanted something to sort of remember it by. This was a synth that was produced in the late 1990s, started in 1996 I think. I bought it in 1999 and it kind of harks back to an era when this particular company was still making decent quality keyboards. I'm talking about Alesis. Yes, this is the QS8 Song. The Alesis QS8 Song. And the reason I sold it was I didn't really use it for anything more than playing piano sounds. The weighted 88 key feel was, I didn't like using it for organ. I didn't really like using it for synth. I loved using it for piano. But I had other synths that had better piano sounds on them, and it was taking up a lot of space and I wasn't using it as much. Awesome construction quality. I bought it in '99 and sold it 5 months ago or something around there. Never had a problem with it. Thank you, Alesis, for making awesome keyboards back then. The sounds were okay. The ROM, they were ROMplers, you know, sampled ROM, and they were okay. They were middle of the road, usable. And what I really didn't like about it, for programmability, they had 4 waveforms per voice. They were all sampled. There was no resonance for the filter. How can you get really good synthy sounds without resonance for the filter? So I decided to sell it earlier this year, and I recorded this song just, again, homage to the Alesis QS8. I am drinking an Einstök. It's an Icelandic beer from Iceland, or Ísland, I think as they say, something close to that. And I actually had someone subscribe from Iceland 5 or 6 weeks ago, which I thought, that's awesome, being a smaller country. I think about 600,000, is that right? 400,000, somewhere around there. So back to the Alesis QS8 Song. It was kind of simplistic when I first recorded it, so I added some, maybe 2 or 3 tracks of percussion stuff from the Alesis Nano synth. And that was another reason why I didn't have a problem selling the QS8, was most of the sounds are actually contained here in this little guy right there. So, okay. So relax, sit back. Cheers to Iceland, cheers to the Alesis QS8. And if you want to hear me singing with this song, keep listening. And So, a little bit of backstory on my singing with this song. I actually had it on a CD, and a lot of my best ideas come to me while I'm driving in the car. There was a song I was working on that was the track before the Alesis QS8 song, and I was trying to come up with a melody, vocals, lyrics, whatever for that song, and it was kind of rough. I wasn't having much luck, but the Alesis QS8 song kept coming up after that, and for whatever reason, it's a fairly simplistic song, I'll fully admit. It's in the key of, what are we looking at here? F with an accidental C sharp. And I know there's a term for that. I don't remember what it is. It's been too long since I had my music theory class. Yes, my one music theory class. And so when I started singing to it, it just kind of came out like some really bad, okay, not bad, but very Broadway-like production, which is interesting because one of my first, I'm going to say, progressive rock influences was the Jesus Christ Superstar soundtrack that my parents had when I was a kid. I mean, literally, I learned some songs in 5/8 and 7/8, and I didn't even know what 5/8 and 7/8 was back then. So the vocals are a little campy, hokey on purpose, but I got into it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy my hokey, campy Alesis QS8 song that really sounds almost like a off-Broadway musical production. So, cheers again. Well, I need to know, will you be there when days are much colder?
Just need to know you're closer, and I need to feel you, and I need to see you, and I need to hear you. Just don't let me go. And I want to see the place where you live. I'll have time to know time is so relative. Just a holdover from a long fading fear. In fact, I'm uneasy. I say it's more clear. Just let this be over, and I'll disappear. When you're so near, I feel crushed inside. No